Hello there, Internet. Today I'm installing my fresh virtual box Ubuntu 17.04, and right here you can see in the background that immediately I am setting up a Docker environment, and one of the most favorite Docker container is the redis. In memory cache, it is one of the most easily usable and the best, fastest key value store out there. I know there is options like Kafka and MongoDB, but to tell you the truth, Redis is coded in the C language. And let me tell you a story here. I was a system administrator for a big company, and they ran a massive 1,000 AIX supercomputers. AIX is an old Unix. I tried a lot there, MongoDB, everything miserably failed. On the contrary, only Redis survived there. I was able to install Redis on AIX, and I was very happy about that. Hence, a testament to the proof that C programming, any tooling that is programmed in C, is always the best for back-end servers, and it has a high survival rate. Take note, even C++ does not come close. MongoDB is in C++. Nope, does not run in AIX. Alright, and don't tell me about Golang. AIX does not support Golang. Okay, so Redis is my favorite. So now it's just installed. So let me clear the screen. Alright, let me exit this one because I have a Tmux, the other one. Let me split my Tmux. So now that we have a Redis Docker image, it is now time to give you a demonstration of what this Redis is all about. Let me show you. Okay, let me try if I have Python here, and we have Python. Alright, but let me try to log into a Python console. Import, and there is no Redis module. No problem, we can do sudo pip install Redis, and there is no pip. As I said, this is a fresh install of an Ubuntu. Let me do install pip, and pip is on the way. Well, I know that most of you there Python folks use virtualenv to create isolated environment. I believe in virtualenv. I believe in that, but I think that the Docker isolation is, I prefer to use Docker isolation. But virtualenv is handy if you want to do very fast throwaway stuff. But I will show you that Docker is a better way, is a true isolation than virtualenv. Okay, let us give it a few seconds. Come on. Yes. Okay, let us give it a test again, because I am a very cynic person. I don't believe even if you tell me that you are, So let me test it again. Python. Import Redis. Up. That was only a pip. So it's now time to sudo Okay, let me explain. Pip, by the way, is the way in which Python modules gets installed into your system. So in the older times, there are two packaging wars. They are the RPM, which is powered by the Red Hat and CentOS, and there is the DPKG or uh, apt-get, which is powered by Ubuntu or Debian systems. And for many years, this apt and DPKG versus Ubuntu wars were the kings of the installers. Eventually, um, it turns out that none of them really work perfectly. There are failures. So a huge software systems is Python decided it has to have its own packaging, and hence the invention of the pip. So now let us try to add a module into our system called the redis module. In order for Python to be able to talk to redis, it needed a driver or a module, right? Because Python is just a syntax without the drivers like redis. um, unless you have to code everything in Python, but other peoples are already doing that, and hence it is already done by the redis module. You just need to reuse this existing module. So sudo pip install redis. Alright, so let us try again. Python import redis. Alright, so we have working redis there, library. And on the other window, let me try to start a redis instance in a Docker container. So Docker run -d redis, and there we are. To prove that we have a running redis instance, because don't believe in fairy tales like what you read in Google or in the books. You have to see it to believe, right? Docker ps, and there it is. A container is running, but this is not yet enough. You need the IP address of this container. As you know, a container is like a virtual machine. It has its own IP address. Right, so the way to know the IP address is, okay, I admit the Docker PS should have listed the IP address there. Maybe there is coming improvement on that to have that, but you need to go another circus of command just to have the IP address, and that command is docker inspect, and you have to type in the UUID of the container that you are interested to know the IP address, and that container ID is this one. Fortunately, you don't have to type all of that very long. Just type the first three digits, 09C, and if ever there are no other containers that collides with that value and that is unique enough, then that's enough. Alright, then since it will spit a lot of commands, JSON file, we're just interested to, for that line, having the IPADDR keyword. And indeed we have the IP address, which is 172.17.0.2, and hence in our Python snippet here, let us declare a variable R, or maybe apple. The variable is apple, and let's create a redis connection. So you type redis, then type the IP address 172.17.0.2 there as a string. Kablam, and now we are connected. So maybe we will set a key, and this is what redis is all about. You set and get values. So set color, and the value is red, and it is set. In fact, let me see if I have our redis client. We don't have a Redis client, by the way, but we can use telnet. So I will telnet. If I have a telnet, type. Okay, I have a telnet. So, okay, for those of you old parts out there, you already know what telnet is. It is the father of SSH. Okay, telnet is the father of SSH. Okay, so telnet 172.1702, then the port is 6379. Alright, and we are now logged in Redis, and in fact if we type keys to give us a list of existing keys right now, and we see that there is one which is color. Well, the output here looks like not user friendly because we are using telnet, for God's sake. If we had used the official Redis-CLI client, then it could have been quicker. So let us get the value of color, and the way to do that is get color, and you saw that it is red, right? For example, if we set here set movies, and the value is okay, not a porn movie, but maybe a Disney movie, Disney cartoon. There, so we have now set a key called movies, and the value is Disney cartoon. And in the Python console here, we can just say maybe assign it to a variable q, and you say apple get then movies. Okay, so now that value is assigned to q. You just have to print the q, print q, and you say it's Disney cartoon. So that's a powerful thing if you try to meditate on this. For example, one use of this is I have to tell you that Twitter is using Redis. Try to ask yourself, if you tweet, then why is it that all of your followers can receive your tweet that fast? Redis, thank you to Redis. That is powered by Redis, my friends. And memory value cache. So let me tell you exactly how that is powered by Redis. Okay, for example, I will declare a variable banana, then r dot pubsub. Okay, the value of our Redis connection is apple, not r. So now we have a pubsub banana. So for example, if I will say banana that subscribe to let us say any channel, like maybe tomato, let me Doogie, well, Doogie, okay. So it's now subscribing to a channel or topic called Doogie. There. So let me do a for loop for x in banana that lesson there, and tab because this is Python. You say print. Let's just convert this to a string to be safe. We don't know what the data type. To be safe, let's convert it to string. There. Our Python snippet is now waiting for a tweet. If a tweet happens in the upper pane, like publish in the Doogie, then the messages is, hey, I have a new pet, a new car. Look, do not blink, guys. There. If you notice, the subscriber below received the message. Not only that, if there were 1 million, they all will receive the message at the same time. So let us publish again. Okay, publish Doogie. What the fuck are you doing here? And then it was received here in the subscriber. Well, let me demonstrate further. Let me telnet again in another window here, and let me maximize the window, okay, so that it will please your eyes. I forgot the IP address. What was that? Let me try to maximize 172.1702. Okay, so let me telnet 172.1702.6379, and this telnet window is also a client. Okay, subscribe to Doogie. There. So this window here, which is a telnet connection to redis, as well as this window here, which is a Python connection to redis, both are subscribers to the same Doogie channel. So if you publish here, okay, a message like believe, okay, both subscriber clients will receive the message. Okay, this one receive it, and this one receive it. And that, my friend, is why you receive a tweet. You have to say thank you to the creator of Redis. His name is Salvatore Sanfilippo. Well, he is the one who created this thing in C, and I think he is working on Redis Labs. That's all for now, folks.